What's up, guys? My name is Anthony, and this is my first video ever on YouTube. And this is also living proof that semen retention actually works. And how it's proof is that before semen retention, I didn't have the balls nor the courage to actually put myself out there to the world. So here I am. And the reason why I'm doing this video is to help as many men out there live better and more fulfilled lives, because we are being attacked from all angles, and it's mostly spiritual attacks on our being. They control us through, why do you think porn is free? Why do you think they put sexual scenes in all kinds of movies? They put subliminal sexual scenes also in kids' movies. Is because they control us through sex. Sex is the most fundamental energy within our body, and if you don't have control of it, then you can't build anything in your life if you're being ruled by lust and sexual desire. So the reason why this topic is so important to me is because I lived a life of lust since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. And it was due to, sexual abuse from the babysitter. She basically abused me, and so I grew up masturbating at an early age before puberty. And then also it's something that I kept a secret for a long time within my own family. And so I lived a life being controlled by lust. And in my early 20s, I became a womanizer. I was just sleeping around with any woman. It didn't matter. I just wanted to get laid. It didn't matter if she was attractive or not. I would just be manipulative and trying to get what I wanted. But that's not the way we're meant to be. You see animals in the wild, and you don't see them having sex all the time. It's only when their season is right. You see animals procreate, and we as humans, we also, there's a season for us to procreate as well. And the thing is, this is only going to work. I mean, you're going to get positive effects no matter how you do semen retention, but it could still lead to your downfall if you're not doing this humbly. Like, you have to do it with God in mind and with a humble attitude, because this will give you a lot of benefits with women, get a lot of respect from men, and if you use it for the wrong reasons, it's going to backfire on you, and it's going to cause greater damage, because you're performing at a higher level. So anything that you do in this higher level is just going to be, there's going to be more consequences to what you're doing. So how I fell into semen retention was kind of by accident, and it happened last year in April when I injured my back. I was going with chiropractors, with doctors, with massage therapists, and nothing was working. I had spent already around like $12,000, $15,000 trying to get my back fixed. And so I took a break because they couldn't figure it out, and I was spending too much money. And then I had a good friend of mine. He gave me a bag of gummies, of marijuana gummies. And I'm not the kind of, I don't really do recreational drugs at all. Like, marijuana doesn't do anything good for me. But the only reason I took the bag was because I felt like it was going to help me with my pain. which it did. And one day I was here at home, I took the gummy, and I was just chilling on the couch, and out of nowhere, like, just a few thoughts came in, which motivated me to go to the gym. Because, man, these thoughts were like, why are you just laying here? Like, you have to be, why are you being a victim of this pain? You have to be proactive and go out and fix yourself. So I decided to go to the gym. And since I was taking the gummies, it was actually a lot less painful doing exercise. So I was going, and I noticed that it was extremely beneficial to me. So I went almost like 2 months in a row without nonstop going to the gym, because I noticed when I stopped going the next day, if I took a day off the next day, I would be in more pain than if I went to the gym. So it was like a month and a half, and I decided, I realized that I was not masturbating, I was not watching porn, and I was like, wow, like, I've been so tired from doing these workouts, these hard, I do kettlebell, so I was doing these hard kettlebell workouts, and I realized, wow, my energy, I didn't use my energy to masturbate, but rather, build my body. But how I started even searching the topic of semen retention was, I started noticing a lot of, I don't know, I was getting like really weird experiences, and it was like it was magnified. I don't know how many fold, but at the gym I was just noticing a lot of women checking me out. I would get eye contact from everyone, from women, from guys. With guys, it was more like a respect thing. Like, they would just stare at you, or some of them would just try to intimidate you, and then, but somehow, like, your aura and your eye contact is just stronger, so you actually intimidate a lot of bigger guys. Guys are way taller, stronger. Somehow I still intimidated them. But yeah, I was getting all these weird experiences, and so I started falling into, I got into YouTube. I did research on other people's experiences, and, well, they were basically all experiencing what I was experiencing. And I noticed that a lot of guys out there put their theories on what is really happening during semen retention. And that's one of the first topics I want to talk about, is the theory part of it. And my theory is that basically semen retention is like charging a battery within your body. It's like a biological battery. And the thing is, I don't know if you guys know, but zinc is actually used in batteries. And what do people suffer from? A lot of people suffer from nowadays is either psoriasis or skin issues, or even when you get flaky scalp, they sell, well, Head and Shoulders, they sell different kinds of shampoo for that. And what's the main ingredient on in those shampoos? It's like a zinc based ingredient. But the thing is, you're adding the zinc just on the surface level, but on the inside, you're low on zinc. So it's causing the flakiness in your head. So basically, I was reading a research paper on how, like, the prostate actually does have a high concentration of zinc within it. And sperm also has a lot of zinc within it. So if you're constantly masturbating, or you're constantly like just sleeping around with women, spilling your seed, you're losing vital minerals within your body. You're basically losing, like literally losing your life force. Like, this is what men use to create life. It's one of the most important, one of the most powerful ingredients within our body. It's kind of weird. We take it for granted because the world has kind of taught us to. I see it as like sex is just like whatever. It's like, oh, it's okay if you have sex, enjoy it. But no, like, even if you look in a lot of ancient Hindu religion, they talk about semen retention. If you look at the Bible, in the Old Testament and the New Testament, they talk about how bad lust is for men. They talk to you about celibacy, on why to avoid lust, and you read stories about kings that have fallen due to women, because they weren't able to control lust. So my theory is it's like a battery, right? So your whole system is being powered, and what causes people to notice you more is because you're producing an aura around you. The thing is, the aura, I believe, is electromagnetic. So I've done a lot of research. The reason why I made these connections is because years ago I did a deep research into not only modern medicine but natural medicine, holistic, and even like mystic healing or whatever. And I came around research papers and even research papers from YouTube, from Google research team, that they were trying to produce this technology and had to deal with your auras and everything. So it was like, we really do have an aura. And that's how it kind of works when when you have that experience when you're just like at a library or a cafe, you're doing your work or you're just drinking your coffee, just chilling, and then you look around, you turn your head, and then you notice somebody just staring at you. Or when you're just in a build, somebody walks into a building, and then it's like you can feel their intent. Maybe they're not good, like they have like a bad intent, or like when you're walking down the street. Like, I remember I was with my girlfriend a few years ago. We were getting out of the train station, and these two guys coming out of the train station just came up, and they were like, oh, what time is it? Like, I just felt like it was just like, they just wanted me to take out my phone, and they were going to snatch it. That's what I felt was going to happen. Like, that's the intent that I felt that they had. So I told them that, I was like, oh, my phone is dead. And we continued walking. But like, the thing is, if it was someone else, I would have been like, yeah, here's the time. But I felt that they had a bad intention, so I didn't take out my phone. So basically, we have an aura around the most the parts of our body that have a high electric signals, right? So basically, the one of the strongest ones is our brain. We emit an aura around our head, around our heart, the gut, and the sexual organs. So when you power up this battery within your system, it's the electrical current is actually getting stronger. So the aura gets larger. And it's just apart from that, it's just the aura is stronger. So people notice you more just because of the aura. But I think it also has, the reason why semen retention works is high testosterone. It actually helps you produce more testosterone. and you're also get this glow effect that all these guys talk about, because you're actually really healthy. Like your body, all this semen within you is actually the excess that just builds up in there. Your body is actually using it up to repair itself. And I noticed that this repair process can also be enhanced when you fast. Because I started doing fasting just to lose some extra fat, like uh, like 2-3 weeks ago. And I kind of stopped going to the gym for like 2 weeks because I messed up my wrist. And it was just like, wow, it wasn't getting better. I tried all kinds of stretches, and also like sprained my ankle, and then it was taking a long time to heal up. But once I started doing fasting, it's like, wow, like this is probably like 95% already healed. It's just a little bit more, and it's a lot better. But I just noticed that the healing process within my body was a lot better. So the thing is, it does have like a mystic edge or a mystic angle to this. It's not just all like, a lot of guys want to take this scientific, but there's a spiritual angle, and it makes you also feel that, you know, that you're living in a different dimension also. That's another, kind of got off topic, but yeah, the first part was the theory on what's happening within your body. But right now I just want to get into some like experiences. And my experience with doing semen retention is that you feel that you're living in the dimension, in the true dimension that God wants you to live in, which is God's purpose. But it feels like everything goes your way a lot more than before. I feel like this is also a secret to success, because I work with a lot of really rich people, and I go to their homes, and usually they're like very, they chit chat, they're really nice. They say hi to you, they chit chat, but it's all surface level conversation. It's nothing deep. But ever since I started doing semen retention, like I noticed one of the guys actually was talking to me about his plans in the future, about his kids, like in a way that he never spoke to me before. And I've known these people probably around 8 years already. So one of the guys was telling me he was moving to El Salvador. He was doing a business trip. He's gonna start a business, buy land. He was gonna sell all his property here and just move over there because he just didn't see a future in the United States. And that his son graduated, what his son was studying, whatever. So we got into really deep conversation. Then, that we spoke in a way that we have never spoke with each other before. And I think it's because they noticed something different about me. Another guy at this other house that I work in, he just came up to me and he just like patted my back. And he was like, "Now this is a solid man." And I was like, "Oh, thanks. Like, yeah, I started hitting the gym because I messed up my back." And then he was like, "Oh, really? Like, I had issues with my back for a long time." And he took me to his home gym. He was like, "Look, do these exercises. So, out of all the money I spent trying to get better, these are the only things that actually helped me." So he took time out of his day to he invested his time into me so that I could get better. And so, and even not only that, like I mean, like imagine these millionaires are treating me different. So eventually, who knows, it might get to a point where they see something in my job offer, some kind of business plan with them that could arise in the future just because I'm doing semen retention. But I had this other weird experience. And the thing is, when something embarrassing happens, not all of us react the same way, but I'm the kind of person that would probably get embarrassed, probably turn red, probably walk off and avoid, being stared at. But this happened to me at the gym. So at the gym, I carried this half-gallon water jug, and I filled it up, and I didn't screw on the cap properly. Like, it felt like it was screwed on, but it wasn't. It was just stuck on somehow. And the jug has a little handle, so I was grabbing it by the handle at the top. And then as I was walking, I spilled water on this like foam carpet that they had there. Like, there was no way of me being able to dry this because it's like a thick foam that I could never get to the bottom of it to dry the water. But I dropped it, and I just noticed everybody just looked at me. But they were all like, they looked at me kind of like, some of them might have been laughing, some of them might have felt embarrassed for me. But when I noticed that, like, I acted like if nothing happened, like, and I did like this weird like flex on my back. I just like flexed my back like that, and I felt like it just died right there on the moment. Everyone just like forgot about it. It's weird. It's like I deflected like all that weird energy that would usually get to me. It's like I deflected it, just like, and not only that, like at the gym, oh my God, with the girls, I'm telling you, this is another thing. Like, yeah, I'm at a moment in my life that I could get so many women. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I could get the majority of the women at the gym if I wanted to. But I don't know. I think this is more important than getting women, honestly. Like, and you get a lot of attention from girls. And I kind of have like a list in my head in the way, if I were to talk to one of the girls at the gym, who would I talk to, right? And this is a thing that semen retention actually does, is like you pick up on clues on body language a lot better. And it's kind of like you can read people and their intentions a lot better. So the thing is, I notice a lot of girls looking at me, and I feel like I intimidate them, or they're just too embarrassed to like, they're too shy to look at me in the eye. Like, I look at them in the eye, and they just look to the side, stop looking at me. So I just feel like when a girl isn't able to hold eye contact with you, it's because she knows you're too much for them. Like, she's not on your level. The thing is, you could go after her and keep her for yourself, but it's not going to work out because they're not at your level. And out of all the girls that I've met right now, there's two that I would actually talk to, but just because they were able to hold eye contact, like not look away. I was just staring dead in the eye without a facial expression. And it's like they didn't look away, and I felt like, wow, like there's something different about these two girls they're just like more confident on the inside, or I don't know, like they're not hiding something. That's what I feel like. They're not doing bad things behind closed doors, so they have nothing to hide. And yeah, it's just, this whole experience is weird, man. Like on the plane, all the people are looking at. I traveled like a couple of weeks ago. People on the plane were just staring at me, and when we were waiting to get through immigration, I swear everyone was looking at me. A group of older women just look at you like they want to, like they're just undressing you with their eyes, basically. And yeah, you get attention from older women, from young women, and I don't know, man. Like, this is my first video ever. I know I wasn't very prepared, and I'm not very good at public speaking, but I would like to continue this as a way of maybe guidance or just informational, just to have a community that can relate with this, with semen retention, right? So I don't know, hopefully I'm cutting it short because I'm kind of tired now. But if y'all have any ideas, if any of y'all watch my videos, any of y'all watch this first video, then if y'all want to get deeper into a specific topic, then please comment, and then I'll try doing a video on that topic. But yeah, hopefully this video wasn't too boring, too dull, because yeah, I'm a bit tired, and I got injured after a soccer game today, so I'm kind of like, it's not my day today. But I got the video done, and yeah, if y'all have any suggestions for a future video, just let me know, and I'll make a video on that topic. Thank you. Have a great day.